Hey YouTube. So, turns out everything saved okay. Didn't see any corruption right away.
Forwards.
I see something.
And now it's time to continue exploring.
Serves you right.
I need to change Tristan's AI somehow.
I see your light.
More negative levels. +4 giant strength. I mean, if he's gonna be worthless, he should at least have some HP. But maybe there's some way to get him to sit further in the back.
Head on.
Okay, I deactivated his AI. Don't know how much that'll help. We'll see.
Without a doubt.
And we did a loop. And we missed some loot. A lot of these ranged feats won't be useful for his bombs, they're just useful for his crossbow. This could be handy for him though. Communal stone skin would be really good. B-shape 3 would be good for him when someone gets onto him. Since he's a backliner, you don't ever want someone onto him. B-shape on Tristan though might make him useful finally. But let's make him a team player. And besides, it's not like Stone Skin's not gonna help Tristan as well.
I will guide us.
I'm positive I found something.
I did it.
That's a lot of
I
negative
did!
levels.
I'm listening.
Looks like it's already time to take a nap.
Confide in me.
Let's have one more restoration. Oh, 7th level spell. Waves of ecstasy. It staggers even if they succeed. Ooh, +5 holy weapon. Ooh. That's really good. Greater restoration. Let's see, that's basically an AoE blind. Yeah. So, alright, we're gonna start eating through our diamond dust a little faster now that we have multiple spells that use 10 of it at a time. It's not even pressure plate trap. We need someone with evasion to walk through this.
Picks for luck. But what makes a hero? Why? Ask Knock Knock. Click Clop. I'm going.
Okay. That did turn off the traps as I hoped.
Please not rap skull.
Share your troubles.
Fuck yeah, reflex saves. Fuck yeah, evasion.
Knock Knock hears. With ears. Hurry.
Ate every one of those, but it didn't matter.
Wait for me.
Where do I use the switch?
I'm going.
Oh, okay, so he literally can't fail. Unless he rolls a 1, which is an auto-fail, but for the most part he can't fail. Let's try...
Clip clop, clip clop.
walking. Wasn't he moving a little faster just a bit ago?
Ooh, being a hero be a lot of walking.
Whichever. Oh, I think that just closed in my face.
You require my
And
assistance?
Lindsay was called for.
Okay, who is the next best reflex save? 14, 8, 6, 16, pretty good. 16 it is.
So, any brilliant ideas? What do
He
we
doesn't
have here?
evasion, so he'll take a little bit of damage regardless if he gets hit.
Where now? Hurrying.
There we go. Okay, sweet. Suddenly feels like everyone's taking their time.
Done with waiting.
Wonder if that's just me.
Something bothering you?
Magritium Turinos. Magritium Turinos.
Would you look at that?
Hoping not fight back. Best kind of fight.
Fun.
We shall overcome!
Nothing like guaranteed getting set on fire.
Out of our story.
Did he not finish summoning those things? God damn it. No? He's missing the spell. I guess he got... Yeah, the summoned axiomite. And just got unlucky. Since it's 1d3, axiomite and I only got one.
I see something.
Looks like he already has some of Armag's trophies then.
Right here, my friend.
Our path leads on.
How may I help?
Magritium Turinos.
Yeah, I don't get why this spell doesn't work. It's supposed to cure 1d4 points of intelligence, wisdom, or charisma damage. Oh, because it's damage, not drain. Drain's permanent. Damage is not.
Turinos. Quadritium Turinos. Ona Adayanam. Quadritium Turinos.
Shit. I didn't realize he had so much constitution drain. He's missing out like 30 hit points.
Quadritium Turinos.
I'm gonna have to rest soon. Probably pushing the party harder than they need to be pushed already.
We'll do it the hard way.
You forced my hand.
Let's see, Jubilist has 6 bombs left. It's like another 2 encounters. If we're lucky.
Child's play.
Would you look at that?
We need to try something else.
Did it without breaking it.
Without a doubt.
That room has an important sort of feel.
I wrote it like I saw it.
I saw them. Barbarian. I saw them.
Any last
Not
wishes?
more runner and talk.
Ends you.
I'll try to make this swift.
Attack!
Fire. I need your death.
Looks like we got nailed by a trap pretty hard there. I feel like I've accidentally set my characters to walk. And I'm not sure how to change that.
Forwards.
This room also looks important.
We march ahead.
A
So
fatal
it's
mistake.
come to this.
Hey!
Without a doubt.
But with haste
I'm
and
positive
communal
I found
delay
something.
poison, everything was fine.
I will guide us. Our path leads on.
I'm listening.
Stand with me.
Repent!
Not used to lighting enemies on fire first. Knife time!
They go down!
Be easier if you not fight back.
Contemplate on your mistakes.
I like that combat taunt. Contemplate on your mistakes. One of them was fighting me. I wonder if they just feel slow because I've been playing other games in between these recording sessions.
I was successful in my search.
We not talk first?
Level noise.
You forced my hand. Dawnflower,
I'm
grant
getting
me
killed
strength.
here.
That's fine. Though actually, I bet if we cast Stone Skin, that goes totally differently.
Lindsay the Magnificent? Lindsay the Illustrious? Something more simple, like Lindsay the
You
Great?
require my assistance?
Maybe Lindsay the Indecisive.
Yeah, but he has to rest to do things like that.
My skills are getting rusty.
I'm listening.
Inimosi Travisi. Ona Adayana. Magritium Turinos. Amronda Gratio. Ona Adayana.
Just letting the ink dry.
I saw down. Nam air. Nam air orama. Nam air orama. I saw down. Ba air riti.
What's that?
Stand with me.
Knock-knock used to lighting enemies on fire first.
Dawnflower, grant me
A clever ploy.
The generous application of magic, that went way better.
I failed. I'm sorry.
Child's play.
Okay, so they run way faster in combat.
Forwards.
share your troubles.
Kind of low on spells, even just to transform them into healing. Let me check online if there's like a walk speed thing I should be changing. Oh, it's the total party encumbrance thing. Okay. I guess we are holding multiple suits of shields and all sorts of things. And some of it's not even magic or masterwork. Looks like if we want to go fast, we have to drop a couple pounds of, or a couple suits of full plate. but I'm a little disinclined to do that at just the moment.
Me see, me keep.
Without a doubt.
Look at the bear. It's basically a +4 cloak of resistance. That other feature's just okay. But still, it's a better cloak of resistance than I have. Someone else gets the +3. Might as well be someone with evasion. Okay.
I will guide us.
There's some rooms we have not checked. So I don't want to exit this floor just yet. Poor Tristan. He dies so often, so he loses all his own buffs.
Our path leads on.
Hope it not fight back. Best kind of fight.
Sarah, I see your light.
Ha! Primitives.
Without a doubt.
Ooh, shiny thing.
Neat. Just an adamantine cogwheel. I'm not sure what that's doing in a,
Forwards.
like, just a grave like this.
I see something.
Maybe it was part of a trap
I'm
somewhere.
positive I found something.
I did it. I did.
Korgoth Shackled Fury. +6 to strength, +5 to persuasion, -3 for diplomacy. Only lawful characters can equip this? What garbage. I thought barbarians couldn't even be lawful.
We march ahead.
Even my main character that I wanted to be lawful good isn't lawful anymore. He's just neutral good. Because not all the good acts are lawful.
We'll do it the hard way.
Oh, Sarah.
I I shall not falter. Forgive me for this failure.
Will they ever learn?
We're dealing with a lot of skeletons, and they have good damage reduction against arrows, so that's a bit of a pain. But in general, skeletons aren't a huge threat most of the time. So I guess it's okay if we're not specialized against that particular enemy. Looks like we've made it back to rooms we've already been to. And for some reason, Juvelost has found that he would be going faster that way. Let's see who wins this race. Ah, looks like we missed a bit of a hallway right there. Ah.
I'll try.
I don't see a hallway, even though one seems to be implied. Yeah, I don't think that's actually a hallway.
You see that?
Did it without breaking it. Knock, knock, more runner and talker than fighter.
A clever ploy.
Tear them apart! They go down!
Primitive.
Attack! Strike as one! Do not hold back!
It's like, alright, combat's over. We can
We
walk
will
again.
prevail.
Will they ever learn?
Hey,
Seven ranks. I see your light.
This failure.
Okay, we've definitely pushed everyone past the point where they should stop. Let's take a nap.
Without a doubt.
Barbarians search this room extra hard for some reason. Let's spend the night here and see if anything shows up. Moses' ability again. Ah, double regeneration from ability damage. Very critical. And do use rations. Plus, now might be the time for a good meal. Well, never mind, we can't cook here.
Everyone says brains aren't important for a lass. And they're right. A woman needs a bicep, that's what. A whack in the face will make anyone respect you. That's right.
Blood for Gorum!
Oh, Ancient Soul Eater is fun.
Bring it!
Ability damage. Not great.
Be easier if you fight back.
Just a little more. For this failure.
Tear them apart!
We shall overcome.
Okay. Hopefully that's our only interruption of the night. Alright. We just have every type of ability damage under the sun, multiple negative levels, and, you know,
I will not falter.
like half the HP we should have. It's like everything's perfect. Everyone gets to wake up refreshed and rejuvenated. And overburdened.
Would you look at that?
Slowly meanders his way up to the front.
Not nervous when watched.
Make sure to touch everyone's butt
I
on the
did
way.
it. I did.
I see
Our
something.
path leads on.
It's just not my lucky day.
Two barbarian spirits. That seems sweet.
Well,
Alright, cool.
You can thank me now.
Forwards.
Really like having multiple characters that are good at trickery. I don't have to reload saves nearly as often. Alright, guess we'll just watch them slowly make their way over. We're brushing up on not just heavy encumbrance, but our maximum possible encumbrance. So, that's exciting. barbarian who stands before you is old, but not decrepit. His tanned, muscular body seems to be made of bronze. His eyes have no whites, no iris, just black metal, and reflections of invisible fire dance upon their shining surfaces. I greet you in the Temple of Gorum. I'm Zorik, keeper of this tomb. If you've come this far, you certainly have potential, but the time has come to determine if you're worthy to enter the inner sanctum. I'd like to ask some questions. When I was young, as you are now, I also craved knowledge, but it was only after serving our Lord in iron for some time that I realized that all the world's knowledge is not smoke on water and dust in the wind. I can indulge your curiosity, but you should know that words can bear no true wisdom. Such wisdom is only found in the clashing of metal, the roaring of fire, and the crunching of bone. Where is Armag? The same place he's been all these ages, in his burial chamber, inside the sacred sword in which Gorum placed his soul. Or were you asking after the bald boy who dared take the great chieftain's name? That one proved his worth in an honest fight, so I let him enter. I do not know what happened to him after taking the sword, but he never came back. I hear the echo of tragedy. Whatever happened to Armag, his meeting with the spirit of the ancient Armag might bring woe. But for whom? Him or us? Tell me about ancient Armag. I never expected the great chieftain's glory would be forgotten among mortals. Listen well then. Armag was a mighty berserker, and a valiant warlord who led our tribe from one victory to another. Undefeated, he grew too proud and began bragging that even death himself was unable to lay him low. His words offended Pharasma, who sent her servants against him. Gorum wouldn't accept that, and chose to challenge the goddess of death. While Armag fought armies of monsters on earth, the two deities fought each other over his soul, and though Armag's wounds were too horrible for him to survive, Gorum wouldn't let Pharasma take him. Instead, he placed Armag's soul into his sacred sword, Ovinrurbane, the very sword that's held in this tomb. Oh, I remember now. In the academy, we used to study a song about Armag, though it wasn't so much about his prowess in battle as his prowess in bed. According to the song, Pharasma was mad at him because he, well, it's all lies, of course. I mean, probably. Who are you? I'm Zorik, cleric of Gorum, and advisor to the great chieftain Armag. I stayed with him as he ascended to his glory. I saw every step on his path. I fought beside him in each of his battles. When I was slain beside him on the bloody fields of his final battle, Gorum made me Armag's guardian. My god ordered me to build this tomb and keep my chieftain's peace until the day when a mighty warrior would arrive, one worthy to this tomb and keep the one worthy to wield the sacred sword that holds Armag's soul. Few people have entered this tomb over the centuries, and none have exited. That boy was the first to manage to pass me. Do you think you can be the second? He already told me he's not into words, but let me tell you of my deeds. Maybe so, but such speeches are sacred. They're like battles themselves. Once you start talking, I won't let you stop this story and leave without a fight. Are you ready? Alright, I'm ready. Oh, I'm listening. But don't think to defile your lips and my ears with lies. I can see your thoughts as clear as I'll see your guts if you don't speak true. I guess we'll start with the easier diplomacy ones. But this one is impressive. Guild Vorticai, ancient necromancer and ruler of the Cyclopses. He was old and dried up, barely held any magic left in his bones. A simple poke of the finger, and he crumbled to dust. Man, fuck you. I killed the Stag Lord and took his fort. Simple bandits? Any merchant in the River Kingdoms have fought them at least once. I killed a Troll King and a Kobold King. Trolls and kobolds. Can you even call them monsters? You talk about those beasts as though you'd slain a dragon. defeated a lizard folk tribe. Wow. But I've got skill, focus, and diplomacy. Alright. Whoops. I guess this is ending the way everyone wanted it to end, in combat. Yeah, I'm gonna try that one more time. I bet I get a lot of EXP for passing some of these diplomacy checks.
Anything is possible.
Okay, now. Heroism will give me a morale bonus, and Inspire Competence will give me a competence bonus. Anything else?
I'm listening.
So we got a morale bonus, a competence bonus. Can we toss in a luck bonus? Why has he only got one level 1 spell? Oh shit. His wisdom got too hard to cast spells. Oh. Ugh. That's so bad. Okay.
Yes?
Fuck it. I guess
Adventures call
bard
to them.
spells only. Okay, we've done what we can then. Sweet.
Forwards.
I do get lots of experience for doing it that way.
I wrote it like I saw it.
Without a doubt.
And here we go. Armag, the great chieftain's tomb reeks of death. Not the ancient death of the chieftain himself, but the recent death. Dismembered bodies are scattered around the room, the blood staining and pooling on the floor. You barely even recognize the remains as human. They were once members of the Tiger Lords, the barbarians who followed their leader to this tomb, only to fall by his hand. Armag himself stands in the center of the room, clenching a blood-stained sword. He breathes heavily, like a hunted animal, his eyes wild and aimless. His voice is hoarse as he shouts at a slim woman in a gray cloak in short, abrupt phrases. The woman's yellow eyes are fearless as she watches the chieftain through the holes in the veil that cover her face.
Lies. Armag's entire life a lie. Armag is not Armag. The sword says it is Armag. The sword, it calls Armag an imposter. What now? What? What to do? Who is Armag now?
Hush, my boy. Calm. You really are Armag. There have been no lies. But your soul has slept in this sword for so long It just doesn't recognize you. It will soon, though, and everything will be all right. You know you are a hero, a great chieftain, the greatest of all chieftains ever born into this world. Remember that. Hold on to it. Great deeds await you. Soon. Very soon.
Stop lying! Armag is not even Armag anymore. Was never Armag in the first place. Armag is like the 8 mothers now. No name, no tribe, no destiny. What's left now? What? Only revenge!
Stand with me.
Looks like I might be getting a new greatsword soon. Oh yeah, no spells for Tristan. Alright, go up and be a meat wall.
Repent!
We shall overcome.
Knock-knock used to lighting enemies on fire.
Holy shit.
Survive. I always survive.
I'm gonna need serious buffs before starting this up. This is absolutely where Stone Skin's gonna come in handy.
Lindsay was called forth.
So, any brilliant ideas?
Ona Adayana. Anishu.
Anything is possible.
My skills are getting rusty.
Inimosi Travisi. Manishri Sukino. Lizano Danyam. Manishri Sukino.
What manner of country is
troubles you?
this? Where is the lavish dining, the festivals? Place barely merits a footnote in my compendium.
Head down. Move quiet. Ready to stab.
Okay.
Just letting the ink dry.
Here I am. See?
Hush! Stop!
Stand with me.
Serves you right.
What kind of bitch just goes after the bard like that? I thought you were mad. He doesn't look at you. His gaze wanders around the room until it stops on the bodies of his tribesmen. We need... I'm gonna finish him off.
Escaping from sight.
Mostly to make sure I get this sword. Oh, it's a large bastard sword. Damn it.
Forwards.
A ring of protection +4. Adamantine breastplate +4 is pretty nice. Alright. An oversized +5 anarchic speed sword. This is definitely designed to be for Amiri. Each round in combat, the wielder of Overnerve Bane risks falling under its influence and losing control over their actions. Each round, the wielder must succeed on a will saving throw DC 23 or begin attacking the closest target. Each round afterwards, the wielder can make another saving throw to regain control. For every successful saving throw against the influence, the DC of subsequent saving throws is increased by 1. Ugh, that's awful. Okay, so it's an amazing sword that you should never use. Because even when you make the save, it's like, okay, I'll just make the save harder until you can't make it. And then you attack your friends. And then your friends have to kill you. And no one's happy. Unless you can end the fight before enough rounds pass that you fail the save.
I see something.
Did it without breaking it.
That adamantine breastplate +4. That's the sort of thing we should put on. And protection +4. That's the sort of thing you should put on. And now, Amiri is much better than she previously was. What's her will save? 6. Should have to roll like a 16 to pass. So, nope. Nope, nope.
Without a doubt.
I mean, if you cast some of the mental protection spells on her... Oh shit, gold has a weight? Since when does gold have a weight? want to drop thousands of pounds of full plate? No. Fuck it. We beat the boss. Let's slowly trundle out of here, totally overladen with loot. Exiting the global map is blocked. Shit. We sensed that this place was just for a nap, not peace and eternal rest.
Would you look at that?
It's for chainmail. It's pretty sweet. Oh, come on, it counts as medium armor? Well, no one can use it then. Alright. Take it back. We do have to drop off several suits of full plate. One wolf survived.
Can you make an epic pose? I need inspiration.
Poor thing. I kind of want to talk to that construct again. Let him know that we're taking Armag out. He doesn't have to worry about him forever. Actually, you could maybe even have Armag back. Huh. I didn't kill him, but he's not here anymore.
What's that?
Our path.
Wonder how they managed to burn incense for like 100 years.
Without a doubt.
Okay. Time to journey back home. Totally satisfied with this whole barbarian encounter. No crazy barbarian lords are going to be melting armies and attacking my nation. Noticed, but even Armag's sword wasn't adamantine. I wonder if we're gonna get adamantine weapons at any point. noisy at the tomb's exit. Many of the Tiger Lord's tribesmen have gathered here. They're arguing and bickering, and the discussion is so heated that some participants have begun punching their opposition, or drawing weapons, while more level heads work to calm them down. As you step forward, the crowd surrounds you. The Tiger Lords bombard you with questions about the fate of their deposed chieftain. Yeah, we'll get to it. Armag was a madman and a kinslayer. Your words spur a new wave of controversy. As some barbarians cheer, others angrily defend their hero. Digith's apprentice pushes his way to you through the crowd of arguing barbarians. What's going on here? It's a tribal council of sorts. Once word spreads about the location of Armag's tomb, elders and other influential tribesmen hurried to come here. Armag's actions have split the tribe in two. Some call him a hero, while others consider him a criminal. Armag's death failed to mend the wounds his life inflicted on the tribe. Quite the contrary, in fact. Those who curse Armag for sending his tribesmen to senseless death also won't tolerate those who praise him as a great chieftain. Alright, are you asking for my help? Your army forced us to retreat. You defeated our chieftain in an honest fight. Once more, you've achieved what no one before you could. You delved into Armag's tomb and proved yourself worthy to enter his resting chamber. And if that weren't enough, the land where the tomb is located is yours, or soon to be yours. Everything hinges upon your decision. This is a chance to show mercy and vision, Titus. These people may be lost, but they can still be brought to the right path. Stop this rift in their tribe from forming. Stop them from suffering further bloodshed. Alright, looks like there's only two options here, although I could see several more. But yeah, I'll accept any Tiger Lords who want to stay here. This time there's no yelling, no bickering. After a short, intense debate, one of the elders addresses you. We gratefully accept your offer. With your permission, we'll settle here, keeping the peace of Armag's tomb as well as the peace of your borders. There's one more issue we must discuss. Who will lead the Numerian Tiger Lords? Well, it may no longer be your concern. Those who make their homes in your lands will need a leader, and this person will need to be respected by the tribe but also hold your trust. If you nominate an appropriate candidate, we'll heed your decision. Okay, looks like I only have one option. Your suggestion opens a new wave of debates, but everyone soon calls down. No one can propose a better candidate for leader. Reluctantly, the Tiger Lords finally agree with you. The young man steps forward. Brothers and sisters, your grace, thank you. I won't fail you. The barbarians listen to Gort attentively, but with little enthusiasm. After he finishes his speech, it's time for farewells. Some Tiger Lords remain near the tomb with their new leader, while the rest begin their journey back to Numeria. I thank you for giving us shelter. Our tribe will roam this area. If enemies have come, have no doubt, we'll stop them. Good chunk of EXP. After the new chieftain finishes his speech... Oh, we already said that. Alright. Our Baron, who is about to become king, well deserved his title. Future historians and bards will have a lot to do. All hardships and worries are behind us. The Baron should travel to the capital to attend his own coronation. Sweet. Looks like we got a lot to do with our kingdom. I think I'm gonna spend a while doing barony stuff and then I'll go to the coronation. It looks like I finally don't have super pressing matters, so I can actually spend time without people dying. It's great. Plus, everyone in my party is totally fucked up. They all deserve a lot of time. Downtime, I mean. Oh man, I wonder if these enemies would come take me on if they know I'd just taken on a barbarian chieftain possessed by an even more legendary barbarian chieftain.
Blood for Gorum!
Well, they're just undead, so probably, yes.
Knock Knock used to lighting enemies on fire first.
Tear them apart!
I shall not falter.
That hurt? Good. I'm leaking red all over myself.
Confide in me.
At least he doesn't need wisdom to channel energy. Alright.
Forwards.
That's a way better loot than normal. I feel like I should equip all my gnomes and halflings with belts of strength so that we can carry more loot.
Resting would be nice, don't you think?
We get a rest as soon as they get tired, because the fatigue gives them a penalty to strength, and then we're overburdened.
May we have a moment of respite?
Okay, let's hit the main square first and just immediately unload the thousands of pounds of stuff I have.
Would be welcome.
Is there anyone who wants that? Maybe. It feels silly selling this totally legendary sword, but I mean, it'll go towards the good of the nation. I'll keep 2 on me just for that weight increasing idea I had. Well, we're still a bit heavy, but nothing like we were before. Yeah, once we get rid of these 2, we'll be okay. $113,000 gold. It's a good day to be an adventurer. Let's see what he's selling that legendary bastard sword for. I'm sure I can just sort it by cost. Yeah, 120,000. Oh. You want a legendary weapon? You pay a legendary price.
Forwards.
Now I'm at nearly 300,000 gold. Pretty happy about that. So 1 AC gain. That +4 on critical rolls is kind of cool. I'll just give it to her. It's a pretty solid AC increase for her. Give her Defender's Bulwark. And let's see. I think just sell what's left over. The Belt of Physical Might's a little better for her. He's got Physical Perfection, Physical Flow. Just only got Dex +2. There we go. Now, let's give her flesh to stone to flesh and fix all this issue of everyone dying. Yeah, Invisible Thief's a cool ability. So that, and Elemental Assessor was pretty cool. I don't know. I never know what favorite terrain to take. Octavia dies, but it kinda sounded like she was having a good time. Not gonna lie. Alright, we've got so much money, we can buy as much BP as we really need or want, and just finish out claiming all the nearby territory. So, once I hit the map, I'll be able to see how much BP I need. If any.
Your Grace! I just realized that I won't be calling you that much longer. I just wanted to tell you that everything is ready for the celebration. Your guests have arrived, the capital is fully decorated for the festivities, and the people can't wait for you to make your entrance.
Okay, looks like I don't get to do anything to prep.
Alright then. Now we can definitely start celebrating. It's just so incredible. I'm so excited. A new kingdom is about to appear. Right here, before my very eyes. It's long overdue if you ask me. My book of our adventures is desperately lacking in episodes where the heroes are properly rewarded.
You have achieved what you wanted. Your kingdom will be our common ally, and a guarantor of future peace. It's an unusual twist, but it's not the first unusual thing to happen since your appearance in Brevoy's political arena.
Sometimes it's better to set aside needless scruples and concentrate on building a better future for your subjects. I know not what this will come to in the end, but let us try. We may never have another mediator like you.
Oh.
Believe it or not, I agree. You've become a symbol of great change, and you shall make a fine king.
Lawful good.
Is that so? I hope you will rule your lands with the same resolve you show today. When I decided to ally with the mayor of Restall, I was confident in my resolution. In time, I grew to question my decision. But of course, we must look always forward. Never let doubt shake your determination.
Anyway, it's time we discuss what benefits we may reap from this unusual situation. I'm sure you have some ideas on how we might strengthen this three-way alliance. Our states are related today and for years to come. I support your ascent to the throne, but you must understand that this imposes upon you some obligations as well. Think carefully before you answer. Your words will define how close our states become in the future.
Yeah, I'm good with being their mediator.
Of course, we'll need to settle certain details, but this is something our advisors can attend to. So, this is really happening. House Sortova is forging a pact with the Sword Lords. Who could ever have imagined?
We are decided then. We have lingered too long already. Your people await you outside, Your Highness. It's time you emerge and greet your subjects.
Exciting.
Forwards.
Wonder if anyone wants to say anything at this particular venture. Valerie? Nope. Okay.
Without a doubt.
I wonder what kind of ceremony they'll be able to pull off in the Unity engine.
This would be welcome.
Baron, what took you so long? Everybody has been waiting for you. Hurry up! I've searched all the books, but I couldn't find anything that resembled a coronation protocol for the Stolen Lands. So, I took the liberty of penning the program myself. Don't worry, I did the very best I could. Citizens of the kingdom, ladies and gentlemen, it is with great excitement and indescribable awe that I, Lindsay, official chronicler of the hero who stands beside me, hereby declare the beginning of a sacred ceremony, the coronation of the first legitimate ruler in the history of the Stolen Lands. By the power of the representatives of the other royal houses who recognize him as their equal, and according to the will of the people who accepted him, he now ascends the throne, which has been waiting empty for so long, for such a worthy ruler.
I'm digging the music.
My fellow citizens, I hereby introduce your king and your undisputed leader. Now he stands before you, ready to accept your will. Everyone who has gathered here, are you ready to swear fealty to your new ruler?
I swear. Erastiel, save the king! Hail to the king!
We pledge our loyalty.
Long live the king!
Yeah, sure. How much longer are you gonna wag your tongues? It's time we start feasting in the chieftain's name.
Come on, Amiri.
I'm not subject to anyone, so I cannot swear fealty. But I have nothing to say against a king such as this.
Which, for Jubilost, is very high praise.
So it is decided. And now, it's your turn, your highness. Into your hands we commend our lives, and humbly request you address the fate that awaits for us under your rule. Please now answer. How do you intend to rule this land and its people? With benevolence and care for those who suffer, or with strength and severity for the unworthy?
Lawful good, as always. You may
Will
rely
you
on my
honor
mercy.
the old ways and traditions, which spread through these lands long before your time? And will you abide its laws, which all accept?
Sure.
And finally, what will be the motto under which you shall rule? Proclaim it now for us to witness, and we shall etch this solemn moment into our hearts.
Honor and law.
Well now. Esteemed gentlemen, fair ladies, the ceremony is complete, and now the long-awaited moment has arrived. Let us bow together and witness this solemn moment, the crown.
I wonder how well it'll fit upon my
Speech,
stag
Your Highness.
helm.
According to tradition, we need a speech.
Sweet.
Ladies and gentlemen, His Highness wishes to give a speech.
No lawful good speech. My good subjects, my only dream is to deliver peace and safety to those who have put their trust in me, something you have desperately needed for so long. Your words flow as a river, sincere, benevolent, and warm. The faces in the crowd light up, as if a timid sun ray peeked out from behind the clouds. One onlooker, then another, wipes her eyes with a stealthy gesture, as others smile and nod with manful dignity. I believe with all my heart that justice and prosperity are rooted in the law. I swear before you, this day, that I shall rule in accordance with the traditions and laws that serve what is good and right. Several people glance at you grimly, and turn away in haste, trying to fade in the crowd. Most exchange quick nods and looks to each other, their faces solemn and sedate.
My goodness, Your Highness! I always knew you were a man of many talents, but your gift of eloquence is without equal. The king has spoken! Hail to the king!
Hail to the king!
Let His Highness's name be praised throughout the century.
Hail to the generous king! Long live the king!
That's right. Every word you said was perfect. With a ruler like this, the future of the stolen lands is looking bright.
What passion! What intensity! Indeed, the Rushlight tournament would be incomplete without your participation.
Pitax is already trying to shank me.
Listen to me. By His Highness's declaration, the celebration has begun! We've heard enough speeches. Now let us enjoy the feast and raise a toast to the health of our king.
Huzzah! That was very sweet. I like that scene a lot.
This was a true triumph. Forget some simple barony. Our ruler now wore the crown of a monarch. The time had come for royal feats and equally royal dangers.
Is this magic? +6 enhancement to charisma, intelligence and wisdom, and a +2 resistance bonus to saving throws against compulsion effects. That's really sweet. I'm not a caster, but if I were any kind of caster, I would love this thing. Okay. We no longer receive monthly BP for free, but we had just barely passed the point where we didn't actually need that. Since they took half of our total income and gave us a flat 30, we just passed the point where half of our total income equaled 30. So, no loss there.
Rest would be welcome.
So the reason everyone keeps dying is because they still have, they're still petrified. I still have to cast Stone to Flesh on them. Not to mention all the stat damage and other shit we've accumulated. It's gonna take a lot of sitting around and casting healing spells before people feel okay. So, let's see, I've still got 2 negative levels and strength and charisma drain. But it's okay. Time to be a king, baby. It's infrequent that Rigongar totally fails me like that. Alright, I got +3 to a bunch of things. Now I can claim Gladborn. It costs 325. I've got 430. I'm getting 42 BP per week, which is pretty good. It's basically what it was before. Oh hey. All military academies in the kingdom provide an additional bonus of +3 to loyalty, +2 to stability in military. Wow. That's kind of a big deal. But that costs 200 BP. I still haven't researched a single nature of curses. That might bite me in the ass in the end. I think most of my regions have a military upgrade of some sort. near relation 6. So we can probably hold off on that. Yep. Improve relations by 10. That's a big deal. Okay, she just has to roll an 8 to pass that. Shouldn't be too hard. Oh, actually, let's cancel that. I think we can rank up something or other with the general. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Also good. Dang it. You only needed to roll an 8. Okay. Talk to the general. Goblin problem. Probably Knock Knock wanting to talk to me. She needs to roll an 11 for that. Okay, let's talk to the people that want to be talked to. Okay, lost some men to an avalanche. I pretty much never agree with Rigongar's tactics. This is probably just another one of those cases where, even though he makes a certain amount of sense, I'll just disagree with him. Alright. Okay. Well, the game had told me that if you disagree with your general too much, he'll leave. And it turns out they really were telling the truth. Oh, alright. I remember pretty well what we'd done right there. Let me just get these red marks off. Yep, totally paying attention to everything you're bringing to my attention. My greatest respect, my king. My name is Rikri Sharvin. I am the leader of a small group of enthusiasts who wish to enrich the life in the city. I come to you for 2 reasons, to tell you about our cause and to ask for your support. A while ago, an idea emerged in our ranks. Even though there are many ways to entertain oneself in the capital, there still are not enough cultural events taking place. Even as artists are starved for money and audience. Thus we have decided to form a society for the appreciation of fine arts. Each member pays a modest monthly fee, and in return gets to vote which event the society should fund each month. Just imagine, the community will finally be able to organize expeditions, performances, philosophical debates, concerts, and do this all on its own. We will inspire our friends and neighbors, but in order to provide an adequate reward for our most distinguished artists, we shall need to attract more members and increase our funds. All we ask is a little support. Any funds you can spare will be most welcome, of course, but we especially need your help in founding and promoting the society and organizing the events. It will require a great effort to make this dream come true. Thank you for your time. Please, if you decide to support us, send us a message through your curator. And whatever your decision, I hope your esteemed advisor will honor us by taking part in the opening ceremony. Well, what do you say? I say it's a very worthy cause, and I wouldn't be stingy about it. Okay, we'll help them found. Great! No one in such a situation would reject that kind of help. Alright, only costs 50 BP. Okay, men lost in the mountain again. Alright, this time we will leave them behind. Loyalty -3. No one's happy. Okay, there's a series of small matters. Your goblin ally seems to have invited more of his tribe to the capital, and they're acting as if it's their home. It seems your goblin friend and his allies have been industrious in their latest blasphemy. They are erecting statues to Lamashtu, the mother of beasts, right outside the capital. It's heresy, and it's spreading fear and panic among the people. Could you please look into the matter? The guards are hesitant to deal with the one close to you personally. Okay. Well, if Knock Knock wants a word, he shall have a word. And let's go ahead and fix Octavia's spellbook. So she has Flesh to Stone in every slot. And then take a nap. And then walk outside and fix the problem of people constantly dying in my throne room. Your Highness. They put in a bow animation. And we still haven't finished the statue. I feel like we really should have by now. Alright, knock knock. Why are you inviting people to worship Lamashtu in my town? Yes, be praised, O Mother of Beast. You want to pay respect to her? I'll show you. Can I just tell him to bring them down? What? No, Shrine's sacred. You see when you come there. Okay. You like it. Promise. I really doubt that. Let's ask about those goblins from the trading post. Hiding, sneaking. Goblins good at hiding and sneaking. You'll hear from us soon. No worries. That just brings more worries.
I will guide us.
You might be wondering why I didn't bring Knock Knock. It's because right now, all I'm doing is restoring people's statuses and HP and everything. But I can't do it in town due to them not actually being my party members in town. They're just people standing around.
Everywhere I go,
so even though they're technically dead, I have my difficulty settings low enough that they get back up after every fight.
Quadritium Turinos. Quadritium Turinos.
I won't let you down. Ready and willing. What's the holdup?
Kinda lost control of her for a second. Okay.
Patience.
Forwards.
Yes.
Let's make
I'm
sure I'm
still here.
maxed out on restorations. Grace of the Champion. Ooh, that's neat. Then, let's be honest, we'll need greater restoration too.
And still, how do great empires decay? How does their fall begin? This is a mystery worthy of a great mind.
The Cyclops were destroyed by cruelty and debauchery.
It is always crazy though. Like, the Aztec nations were brought low by disease and foreign invaders. But there have been so many crazy, strong empires that have fallen over time.
The end draws near.
Okay, let's see if this will heal more than one type of ability damage at a time. It does. Sweet.
Quadritium Turinos. Quadritium Turinos.
Alright, we're finally not crippled. Okay. Let's head back, spend a tremendous amount of money on BP, and make the stolen lands great again. And let's see if there's anything new in the store. Nope. definitely get the feel that the nation part of the game was balanced around you spending a good portion of your own personal money on BP. And you find enough cool treasure for, you know, basic gear that spending pretty much all of your money later on in the game on BP feels like a good idea. But I'm always worried I'll come across something cool in the store, so I like to keep like 100,000 on me. Should have gone ahead and dealt with Knock Knock's quest. We don't have any capacity to fight a War of Shadows because my espionage rank is so low I can't even assign an espionage advisor. Must have rolled like a 1. We almost couldn't fail Hands of Gold. I mean, we did, but it's very surprising. So many things in our to-do box. Before we spend too much BP, we need to actually build up some towns and claim regions. Well, what's our culture at? 41? Yeah, -1 doesn't matter. I don't really want to use my general for something like that. Oh, Hell Knights. That could be interesting. The Order of the Wreck welcomes you, King. The black-skinned woman slightly bows her carefully shaved head. My name is Lynxia. I came from the distant land of Cheliax in search of a dangerous criminal who's hiding in your barony. She stands tall and almost motionless. The reflected torchlight dances on the surface of her polished black armor and the depths of her watchful black eyes. I'm glad that we have met, and I believe your rule of law in your kingdom is not just empty phrases. I hope for cooperation from your subjects and you personally. Contrary to her words, Lynxia's face does not express any gladness. The corner of her mouth twitches slightly, betraying carefully concealed discontent. Who's this fugitive you're looking for? A dangerous pirate, a murderer, and a rebel named Darvin the Dashing Fairwood, who was found guilty of inciting a rebellion and murdering a noble lord in Cheliax. The law of my order is unwavering. The punishment for such crimes is death. Darvin's rebellion took place in Cheliax 3 years ago. The Order of the Rack quickly suppressed it. The participants were jailed and the instigators quartered, but their leader, Darvin, managed to escape. I followed his trail for a long time, and now it has led me here. How can I help? I and my knights are perfectly capable of finding and eliminating one criminal. Your help is unnecessary. If you want to help, do not interfere. Tell me about your order. We are the Hell Knights. We guard law and order. Legitimate authorities can rely on us entirely. Criminals tremble when they hear our footsteps. The Order of the Rack is a union of the Knights of Cheliax, led by hatred of idleness, worthless philosophy, and useless knowledge. Indulgence leads to lawlessness and insurrection. We seek out any manifestations of dissent and burn them, be they books, scientific treatises, or those who create them. It's in your best interest to maintain friendly relations with us. Trust me, King. I'll just remain silent on that. She stares at you with an intense look, but then blinks as if suddenly relaxed. We stand on the side of legitimate authority. You need not be afraid, King. Alright, I'll allow them to conduct their investigation. Thank you, King. Your goodwill means a lot to us. They're making it like a main quest, but right now, all I've been asked to do is stand aside. Alright, let's deal with Knock Knock's issue before we go too far along with kingdom management.
Forwards.
I say that only because last time Knock Knock allowed himself to complete a quest. It ended horribly, and a giant drunkenly raged through my lands and caused tons of damage. So to say he's not really trustworthy on any kind of large scale is kind of an understatement. Where's Darvin? Speak up, or else. I don't know who you're talking about. Let me go. What do you think you're doing? The man who spent last night at your place is a fugitive and a criminal. I didn't know he was a criminal. He has to spend a night on my floor. Then he left in the morning. I don't know anything else. What's going on here? I let the traveler inside for the night. That's all. He paid me and left in the morning. I didn't talk with him, and I don't know who he was. Please, help me. Maybe he's telling the truth, or maybe not. Soon we'll find out. I demand you stop intimidating my subjects immediately. Seems I was right in my suspicions. The rule of law in these lands is just a bunch of empty words, worth no more than a wooden coin. It's not surprising seeing their ruler's weak will. You may continue your investigation, but use humane methods while you do. Her voice shakes with barely hidden contempt. Thank you, but I must refuse. I despise weak authorities. It's a blessing that such rulers rarely cling to the throne for very long. If a gaze could incinerate, there would be a handful of smoldering ash right where you stand. Hell Knights, we're leaving. We'll continue our investigation somewhere else. Don't get in the way of the Order of the Rat King. This is my final warning. I have a feeling I'm gonna get in her way. Quest. Await further developments. Cool, thanks. That's my kind of quest. Just sit around. But it's cool when they've got, like, a strong character that has okay goals, but also they're kind of evil. And they're just interesting characters in my opinion, especially when you're opposed to them. Okay, where does Knock Knock want me to go? They were saying that those statues to Lamashtu were pretty close to the capital, but I'm not seeing them right away. New events. New events. Huh. Wonder why that showed up suddenly. It's not at the old shrine of Lamashtu. Okay. But where is that? Oh. Here we go, goblin clearing. It was just mostly covered up by other things.
Forwards.
I always like the goblin songs. Knock Knock half stumbles in, clanking and rattling from a number of fetishes adorning his body. Teeth, pebbles, so much so he looks like a filthy bead curtain. You have no idea when he was able to dress up like this. He stops before you, his back straight, and does his best to look down upon you, but the effect ends up being something of a mess. Before you can speak, Knock Knock addresses you, drawing out his words like proclamations. You have been summoned, Titus Ardok. The mother of beasts speaks. He raises his arm in a flourish. Through me! Jubilos takes out his notebook with a sigh. Go on, my big-eared friend. You deserve your own chapter in my upcoming book, Amazing Paradoxes and Incredible Nonsense Within Eastern Avestan. It's a working title. I did not give you leave to construct shrines in my capital. Knock Knock blinks and seems to deflate. But yes, we still build many shrines to worship the Mother. One sign of Great Goblin Hero, to earn her favor. He swallows and his ears droop. She not welcome here? Knock Knock not welcome here? I'm not gonna tell him I'm gonna throw him in prison forever. Just say, you broke my law and you must make amends. Bring down the shrines. Thank the gods. But, I just want to be a hero. Oh. Oh. Knock Knock gives you a faint nod, then trundles off, his costume trailing behind him, and leaving small bits on the ground as he moves. Camille. Yeah, I checked my Steam hours just a bit ago. I've been playing this game for 120 hours, and I'm still not done. The game's called Kingmaker, and I just became king earlier tonight. I think there's still a lot of game left. And I've been playing the game off and on since September. We're almost done with January. Yeah, as far as hours go, it's definitely worth the cost. And, I mean, it's a very good game. I've enjoyed all of it. It's just, part of me is like, I expected to beat the game by now. So, that was kind of a non-starter of a quest. Having goblins as loyal subjects proved to be tiresome. While the questions of the shrine has been decided upon, I can't help but wonder, how many more troubles will Knock Knock and his tribe bring upon us in the future? I'm gonna save and do that again. I feel like I missed out on a little bit of plot by just telling him to bring them down right away. Alright, thanks. You have a good night too.
Forwards.
No one here? Let's try one more. I mean, something magic was happening. Okay. Let's see what happens when I say you can carry on. Oh. Basically nothing. Okay. Turns out no, I did not miss out on anything. I don't actually have to enter the kingdom's throne room to do some of our kingdom management, so let's save ourselves some loading screens and do it out from the world map. What we need to manage is our towns. Okay. Let's remember to focus on espionage and my other low stats. Arcane, culture, and espionage. But they're low because they're not exactly easy to upgrade. Okay. +1 to espionage when adjacent to a barracks. +1 to relations when adjacent to a longhouse. Oh shit, +2 to resolving problems in this kingdom. in this region. That's really good. I guess that's enough for now. For that village. The longhouse affects like everything, so that's always an easy placement. I mean, I guess I can make a very artificial one that just meets what I need. All I need are taverns and barracks. They start to cost more each one when you kind of abuse the system like that. I wish I could see the stats of just this village, what it's providing me. Okay. Well, I burned through that BP pretty fast. I still got a little more, but I don't have a building around Silverstep. That'll do for now. Now I should be able to upgrade my capital. What's all my BP? Okay, in 10 days, all that stuff I was building should actually be built. So... ah, dang. Hopefully that won't pop up again. I hate it when I get stuck in something. Okay, arcane, stability, culture, espionage, these all went up a lot. Which is what I was hoping for. Relations, still kinda low. Community used to be one of my high stats. I might should focus on that again. Alright. Good quest completion. I'll need to start building those more advanced structures. That would be good. Let's make sure no problems have shown up. Jathel's side quest. I still don't care about Jathel. Another discussion, a discussion. Well, we're busy. May not be able to take care of that. That's DC 21. It's a little difficult. Okay, let's talk to the people who showed up in my throne room, and then I'll probably call the episode there. We've received an offer of a trade agreement from the Kingdom of Rasmussen, which lies to the west of your lands. The proposal seems quite fair. The letter was composed by Rasmussen's lawyers, and it seems very transparent. Of course, I will give it to our men of law, if you deem it worthy of consideration. Of course, you know that Razmarin is an unusual kingdom. Many are suspicious of its self-proclaimed god ruler and its aggressive ambitions. But I won't give you any advice on this matter. Please make your own decision. Please tell me about Razmir. If you asked one of Razmir's citizens, you'd hear praises to great god, protector of his nation. But Razmir is no god. Most likely he's a mighty wizard. He doesn't possess even a trace of true divinity. But Razmarin is far more than a handful of fanatics. It's a Jethal crosses the throne room, her gait determined and confident. It seems clear that the Inquisitor has something on her mind, pressing on her mind. Finally, I have news about the half-blood. I expected him to seek shelter somewhere far from your lands, but no, he was spotted not far away. So where is he? Not far from the Valley of the Dead. What a fitting place for a Razmite, desperately trying to rid the world of the undead. Such determination might have been an asset in dealing with Vortigau, but I wish to discuss something else. The half-blood was spotted chasing some pauper pilgrim woman. Judging by the things my agent managed to find out, the woman herself may turn out to be quite interesting. To track down the half-blood, I had to deal with a whole range of scum. Thieves, vagabonds, grave robbers. One of them located Enno, but then preyed upon the pauper woman. Couldn't miss a chance to rob her blind. In her handbag, the thief found some ominous writings. Thinking the papers were cursed, he decided to rid themselves of them by giving them to me. Do you know what they turned out to be? Excerpts from Serving Your Hunger, the sacred text of Urgatha's followers. I've examined the stolen papers closely, and now I believe that their owner is a high-ranking priestess of Urgatha. It seems this half-blood persists in his desire to rid the world of all my goddess's followers. He's skilled at covering his tracks, but now we have a chance to intercept him. Let's go to the Valley of the Dead, and find this priestess before he acts. Then, when he comes for her, well, the servants of any deity should be able to stand up for their faith. Is it not so? Fine, whatever. I hope her story gets more interesting. Thank you. I want to say, this is important to me. I've grown tired of drowning in silence, hearing never a word from my goddess. I wish to speak with this priestess and try to discover what Urgatha may be expecting from me. I want answers. Answers from my murderer, among others. Bad news! We've heard that visitors have lately been spreading unfavorable rumors about your kingdom. It's as if the Freelands is a stronghold of barbarism and feeble-mindedness, where people of arts are rare and endangered. Our artists are alleged by these rumors to be considered our least valued citizens. Such rumors can't but affect our reputation. I'm afraid you'll have to entrust one of your advisors with this matter. An antique vendor told me that the Order of Prisms has been spreading nasty rumors. They're one of the branches of Sheldon's church. Here's what I've been thinking. A couple weeks ago, I saw Valerie tear up some letter. She was so terribly angry, just like she was back when her former mentor came for her. Anyway, I didn't ask her about it. That would be more trouble than it's worth. Well, you'll probably be able to find out what happened, and if this has any connection to Sheldon. Alright. Let's go ahead and call the episode here. This has been a pretty cool episode in my opinion. So, I definitely had fun. I hope you did too. Have a good one.